Sawadee Cap and good morning, it's Richard. Welcome back to the channel. From power lines to power naps. It's been a while, I know I keep saying that, but God, even retired life out here at times can leave you short of time. So many things going on, all sorts of little bits and bobs, and reasons have kept me from coming out and about. So many little notes and things. I've had to make notes of what I've got to catch up on talking to about. But anyway, welcome back. One of the main factors that I've not been out and about in for a while has been the weather. Now I know I've been banging on for a long time about how dry it is and how desperate we need the water, and guess what? The monsoon season started about 4 or 5, 6 days ago, and we have had some severe storms. We've even damaging storms and winds and lots of heavy rain. So the rain has come. Well, we needed the rain, and the rain we're now getting. Just another little thing we have to deal with, even though it's wanted. When it rains and causes a few problems in its own right, but makes the roads more dangerous. It means I go to work in the car and not the bike. And we are now getting some pretty severe storms. That's Nui's gin and tonic in the way there. But hey ho, you want rain, we get rain. So that's one of the things that stopped me being out and about too much, was just so many wet days and big storms, and you don't want to be caught out on the motorbike or even anywhere. When it rains, and as you saw from the video, and that was pretty mild compared to some of the stuff we've had. We've even had damage at home. We had some of the furniture all blown away on the garden one morning, and there's been some pretty violent shit about weather-wise, but hey, it's putting water back in the reservoirs, and that's what we want. So first dry day today, really. It's Tuesday, and I've come down to Qatar Park. Beautiful little place, not many people about. Right, where shall I start? In my last video I think I mentioned that I was due to renew my Thai driving license, and I think I'd wasted a whole day, or pretty much a whole day, trying to get the 1 hour e-learning done online, which I did do eventually. It nearly cost me a day of the life. The damn thing kept crashing, excuse me, and I did it, and I did that in preparation for my appointment at the traffic division on the 11th of June, as my license was about to expire on the 16th. I had an appointment for 1 o'clock on the 11th of June, and that was to renew my 2 licenses. You get one for your car and one for your bike. Now when you get your first driving licenses in Thailand, you get your Thai licenses, and it's for 2 years. 2 years. And it says at the top corner, blah blah blah, Thai driving license, but it says temporary in brackets. So you get your license for 2 years. At the end of that, which is what's happened to me and Nui now, is we go back to renew it. When you renew it, you get a 5-year one, 5-year license, and it's permanent. The word temporary is not there. So I went back and I was in the building about an hour and 10 minutes. It was very, very simple. I'd done the online e-learning. I showed them the certificate on the online I got from that. I had to do a very couple of simple reaction checks, tests, a couple of colour, identify the traffic lights, colours, and that was pretty much it. You pay your money, you go have your photograph taken, you wait 5 or 10 minutes, you come out with 2 brand new licences. I was in the building 1 hour 10 minutes, so it wasn't too bad and fairly easy to get. I actually paid 760 baht for both licences for 5 years, which is about just over £16 sterling. Not bad for 5 years. Now when you get your 2-year licence, it runs from the day you take your test to 2 years, date to date. However, when you get your 5-year permanent licence out here in Thailand, any official permanent document, I think it's the same with the Thai ID cards, they'll line it up to your birthday. And guess what? They don't move it back to your birthday, they move it forward. So for just over 16 sterling pounds, UK pounds, I came away with a licence for 5 years and 9 months, nearly 6 years. So I'm good to go with that one for nearly another 6 years. 2 licences in the bag, 1 for car, 1 for bike. Winner, winner. Nui, I think her temporary 2-year licence runs out in July, 1 month after mine. So last week we started the process of booking her an appointment to take her test for 5 years. We went there on our day off last Wednesday. It was busy, blah 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 blah. She queued up, she got told come back another day, we're too busy to process you. So Thai. Anyway, that's what can happen in some of these government buildings. So I think she's due back to go tomorrow. Again, tomorrow, Wednesday, our day off, and see if we can get that booked for her. And then she can get on with getting her 5-year licence. A little bit easier for her being Thai. She has to produce less paperwork, less copies, less documents, basically, than I did, but it's still fairly easy. But even though she was Thai, they said last week, sorry, we're busy today, come back another day. They weren't that busy, to be honest, but Thai bureaucracy you have to put up with and cope with. So that's been taking up a bit of time. A little health issue of mine, not serious, not major. It's something that occurs maybe 2 or 3 times a year. I'm going to say one word, for those that you know will know: gout. If you've had it, you know how painful it is. It's not pleasant. I'm a brave soldier, I'm not going to harp on about it, but I got struck down with one of my once, twice or 3 times a year, and it's just not pleasant, and it drags you down for a few days, and you're certainly not going to be out doing a lot of walking or running. That is a fact. I've got some great pills over here from the pharmacy. With a bit of rest and pop the pills for 3-4 days, it's gone. But again, 3 or 4 days of not really going too far, but all good there anyway. It's low season now. Do you know, it's still busier. I think it's still busier than it was this time last year or the year before. Yeah, it's quiet, everywhere it's quiet. There's a few places closed for low season, but it's definitely busier. There's a few more people about. We're remaining open at Nui's Kitchen, and we have quiet days and we have okay days, so we cannot knock that. We're doing okay. Low season is not too bad this year. Having said that, I'm in the park. There's a few on the beach across the road. I'm in the park, there's a few kids playing on the play area, but it's pretty much me and you. The beautiful flowers and scenery. It's a gorgeous little place to sit. I love it down here. I've even stolen one of the traffic cones to stand you in, just on the camera. Okay, car. We've got a car. Many of you know we've got a car now at about 6 months. We've had a little problem with that, probably since we had it. Actually, it was always throwing a warning up on the dashboard, which I googled and quickly ascertained it was the thermostat was broken. It was not opening up to let the water circulate the engine, so It was copable and we were careful with it, and it was just in a very hot day on a long journey it was starting to overheat. So we googled it and we actually got the component. Not quite as simple as many thermostat swaps, which I've done many of, but this comes in a complete housing and electronic sensors. And so Nui, bless her, googled it and we got the component online and delivered. I forget the price, it wasn't a great deal. I think it was, I really can't remember now what she paid for it, but I'm guessing it was something like 1,700 baht, less than 50 quid. It was delivered. Delivered the wrong one. Maybe we ordered the wrong one. But she returned it. He sent the correct one. No problem. Local dealer. He was very, very good. I then went and contacted the local. There is only one on the island, the Chevrolet main agent, main dealership. And I got the component and I'd sort of booked it in to get it replaced. And they wanted 2,700 and some odd baht for the replacement, which I didn't think was too bad. It was still around, I don't know, 60 odd quid sterling. I didn't think that was too bad for a main dealership. Nui poo-pooed my idea, being Thai, and she said, Matt, that's too much, leave it with me, leave it with me, she says, which she always does, and I love her because most of her decisions are bang on. And she contacted a local guy in Phuket town, not just round here, but in Phuket town, and she was talking to him online, and he said, yeah, no problem. He booked it in. I took the car down last, I can't remember when, could have been Friday actually, and a shitty little backstreet garage like you've never seen in your life. He said 2 hours, Papa, 2 hours. Well, the first hour was to allow it to cool down before he could touch it. I had a wander about. 2 hours it was done, perfect. He fitted it, he spotted a big long hose around the back of the engine that was split, he renewed that as well. And he charged me for all that, for the labour, 1,000 baht, 25, 26 quid. You can't knock that. He did actually pick up that the water pump bearing is a bit noisy, and I knew that, I didn't need telling. So he says, I've ordered one, not a new water pump, I'll fit you the bearing. So we're awaiting delivery on that, and later this week, Friday or whenever, if it's ready, I'll go back down into town and let him fit that for me. So yeah, good service. Backstreet garages sometimes are the best places to go. Like I say, the weather, just harping back on the weather, some of the storms now are that wild and crazy. I've now opted to do my police duty and I go over to Patong in the car rather than the bike. It's a little bit slower journey with traffic because Beach Road is always rammed in Patong day and night, and I can still park at the police station, so that's okay, but yeah, a little safer. I'm under pressure from the wife not to go on the bike, and even some of my officers I work with keep saying use the car, it's safer. So Mr. Sensible, I've started using the car. I'll go back to the bike in high season when it's fine. Okay, one more little topic, and I think I'll put some pictures on at this point, see what you think. So, last Tuesday, I'm pretty sure it was last Tuesday when I was doing my driving test, it was. I spent most of the morning and a bit of the afternoon away down in Phuket town, sorting my driving licences out and having a bit of lunch. I came back home and we were having a new CCTV system installed in Nui's kitchen. So the old one wasn't working, the engineers were there installing 5 cameras, so that's a very good system now, all up and running. We're cameraed up in the restaurant, kitchen and outside, round the back and everything. So I arrived back to be produced with this little present that you've just seen, and someone had driven past the restaurant in a car or a pickup, not quite sure which, should say cameras weren't running at the time, and launched out of the window and abandoned a little black kitten. I'm guessing only about a month. 6 weeks old, into one of our flower pots on the front of Nui's kitchen, to which quickly either Nui or one of the staff quickly went out and got it and brought it in. So it's been here a week now. Do you know what? Lovely little kitten, lovely little kitten. What can you say? Lucky didn't like it at first. Lucky's still not 100% keen, but they're getting there. They're getting there. But this kitten's a lovely little kitten, and it's taken to myself and Nui and all the staff like home, like parents. So it's been called Chili. Popular with us, popular with the staff, popular with the customers, as is Lucky. So we're now a 2-cat family. I think we're guessing at its age, and we'll only always have to guess at its age because we'll never know. But I'm going to leave it another couple of 3 weeks and then go to the vets and start the vaccinations for it. And then in a couple of months, he's a little boy, so he'll go and have a little operation that little boys sometimes have. So we're not overwhelmed with the kittens. Lucky actually being a female, but she went and also had the operation. So there we have it, we have Chili. Chili the little cat. We think he's a Persian. He's got the most beautiful coloured eyes. Seems pretty dark and black coated at the moment, but you can see it's getting lighter grey with darker stripes on. And a lovely playful little kitten, and unlike Lucky, Chili plays like a kitten. Goes wild for these little toys that Nui keeps buying him, but at least he sleeps well. Who knows, knowing my luck, he's going to grow into something like a bloody puma about this big when he's older, but we'll see about that one. So that's about it now. Even looking at my list, like I say, it's not a bad day. It's cloudy but still warm. It's around 30 degrees. Nighttime temperatures now really quite nice. I don't think we had the aircon on for the last few nights. Just a fan is good enough. 26, 27 degrees I believe, and it's pretty comfortable. It won't last, it'll get hotter again in the night, but there we have it. So my apologies for it being so long. I've even had subscribers reminding me saying, are you okay, and when's the next film, and so it's here, I'm back. It's just to catch up about stuff that's been going on, and hopefully I'll get out and about a bit if the storms allow me and make some more content. I will just say at this stage, in the very near future, I'm not going to say too much about it at the moment, in the next couple of weeks I will be embarking on a road trip, quite a good road trip, so I'll keep you a bit informed of that a little bit closer to the day, and I hope to take you with me. And I'm sure you'll enjoy where we're going. Hopefully I'll enjoy where we're going. But more about that closer too. Until then, I'm going to leave that one now. I'm going to go back to Nui's. I've got a call at the bank on the way. Get myself a coffee and see what's happening up there. Thank you very, very much for watching. Thank you to all the subscribers, new and the more ones that have been subscribed over a year or whatever. Please tell your friends. Please leave me some comments, like, share, do all them fantastic things for me. Spurs me on to get out and about, but I won't be getting out in a monsoon. So until the next time, thank you for watching. Bye for now and take care. Bye.